Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 14 of season 2 of Code Geass. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell and follow me in this sad, great, amazing, unbelievable adventure. Okay, last episode was quite sad, I felt emotional. Let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to watch this? Let's watch it together. Oh yeah. V2. What? What the? Oh no! Eh! Ma Lelouch! What? No, 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 no. No, ma Lelouch! She was guided by the Geass. Lelouch, ma... Oh, who cares about the contract now? Eh! But... Ah, okay. Ah, he became a beast as I imagined. No, no, tell us. Eh. Ooh. No. Okay. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes, she is. Are you sure? Eh, but this is great. Discipline. No, no. Oh, Nanneli doesn't know anything. Whoa. Wow. Oh! Yes. Ah, they also prefer C2. At this point, yes. Ah, okay, Italy is on their side. Oh. Yeah, that, he loved the Villetta, maybe. What? Oh my, they all have Geass over there. Oh, this baby boy can control the body of. Look at that. Whoa! Okay. I thought it was something strange. Uh, it's impossible he will surrender. Wow, Jeremiah. Yeah, but you also be too. Don't underestimate Lelouch, eh? Eh? Yeah, but what problem do you have with Marianne? I want to understand this. you say things like this if you don't know? No! Wow, look at... Yeah! Oh! Who is that? Cornelia, maybe. Oh, Cornelia! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! That's so nice to see. Take this one. She too? Ah, eh. No, but look, you're making a mistake now. What's behind that door? Yes! Ooh! Eh! Yes, the Papa power, right? Oh! Oh! Oh, already? Ooh, what a journey. Look at this episode was surprising me at the beginning because when I saw Lelouch's reaction when Rolo was telling him, look, I killed Shirley, and he said, oh, you did it well. What? At the beginning, what? Then, of course, we understood that this was part of the plan because Lelouch couldn't stand what he had heard, but as a role he had to play, he had to say like this, as if nothing happened, because he had to fulfill his goal. That means to get his revenge on Rolo for what he did. And in fact, when he said later during the battle, look, I'm going to finish you because this is how I repay Shirley as a present for her funeral or something like that. Yeah, in that moment, I understood that he did what he did just because it was just a role that he had to play in that moment specifically. But at the beginning, when I didn't know still his plan that we saw later, I thought, no, don't tell me that you're still tricked by this power and the fact that you don't want that other people discover who you are, and that's why you are happy that Shirley is dead and stuff like this, because this is not human. There is no humanity in this behavior, right? But then, yeah, I had my explanations, so I'm quite confident that Lelouch still feels so sad and heartbroken because of what happened to Shirley, because she was the one. It was so painful. But then I was so happy later in the episode when we saw that Cornelia joined Lelouch somehow to defeat this V2. That was really nice to watch, and I expected this because I told you in previous commentary, I hope that Cornelia one day will join Lelouch and they will do something great together. And actually they did with this V2. Look at this figure of a V2. Is a little bit complicated because of course we stay on Lelouch's side, and of course we think that V2 is the enemy, but I still don't understand what he tries to gain or what is his purpose. I don't understand if behind all this there is a good intention, or is he doing this just because he is a slave of the power he also has. That means being immortal, being a person who can't be defeated and stuff like that. Then there is this ambiguous relationship he has with Charles, that is Lelouch's father. We saw a flashback at the beginning of the episode. We understand that this relationship between V2 and Charles is based on lies, because Charles, at the end of the episode, he said, look, you lied to me once again. That means that Charles was always a person who believed everything V2 said, but then he confirmed to himself that they were lies. And it seems somehow that V2 is searching for a relationship, is searching for the meaning of love, or the meaning of the concept of relationship. And in fact, he's saying, I was going to search something that goes beyond these siblings connection, the siblings relationship or something like that. This is still really interesting, and I hope that in next episodes they are about to explain us more and more and more, because now, did you see, there are lots of flashbacks coming. The pieces of the puzzle are connecting sooner or later, and I can't wait. On the other hand, yeah, when V2 is saying that even Lelouch is telling lies to Nunnally, yeah, it's partially true, because Lelouch didn't reveal his identity to her, but I don't think that Lelouch is lying. At this point, I think he's just hiding this identity from Nunnally's eyes, even if she can't see. It's just a metaphor. The reason why he's doing this is just because he really wants to protect her. He doesn't want to lie to her. He just wants to protect her because she's out of the world. I mean, she doesn't know anything that is going on. She's the only one who still doesn't know anything. So I don't know if Lelouch is doing this because he wants to protect her as if she's under a dome or something like that, in which you can't understand anything, you can't perceive anything that is coming from the outside world or something like that. Or maybe he wants to preserve Nunnally from all this pain, from all these things that are happening. At the beginning I thought, yeah, do you remember I told you, Lelouch, come on, don't lie to Nunnally anymore. Explain her everything. Maybe she can support you, she can find a way to save you, she can find a way to stay next to you or something like that. But I don't think that these are lies. I mean, I don't think that Lelouch is lying to Nunnally. And in fact, Nunnally is sure, she's thinking that they can't find Lelouch, that he is nowhere to be found and stuff like that. But no, No. It's like as if Nanali is living in a parallel world where she's completely detached from reality, and somehow I feel sorry for her too, because I think she deserves to know. She's so proud about her brother, and I think that Lelouch, he's not lying to her, but he's just protecting her, but he's also afraid of Nanali's reaction, because for Nanali, Lelouch is someone to be proud of. She thinks that Lelouch is her hero. Do you understand? He's afraid that this concept of a hero she has, that concept of big brother that she has, is going to be demolished once she will understand what's going on for real. I am so sorry that this moment will come, but I think it will come. I mean, I can't wait the moment in which Nanali will discover everything. I don't know who's going to tell her these things. Maybe Lelouch himself is going to reveal everything to her, but I think that moment will come soon. And last but not least, I want to tell this thing regarding Rollo. I feel sorry for Rollo, even if I feel so upset still because he killed Shirley. But his life is so miserable. He decided to trust Lelouch, but Lelouch is just using him for his purpose, and then he is ready to get rid of him. And at the same time, Rollo, made the mistake to kill Shirley. He should have not done this. But he did that because he thought that it was the only way to protect his brother. Now he is blind because he's following his feelings. So he doesn't even understand, even if he's still suspicious about Lelouch somehow. But he still doesn't get that Lelouch is doing everything just because he's using him. There is no connection at all between the two. There is no empathy, no feeling of love between the two, especially from Lelouch to Rollo. Sincerely, now that Shirley is dead, of course there is no connection at all between the two. Rollo made that huge mistake, because if he saved Shirley, I think Lelouch would have seen him with different eyes. But the fact that he did what he did confirmed Lelouch that there is no connection between the two. And the only thing Lelouch, can do was to get rid of him as soon as he could. But anyway, I feel sorry for him, because I think that even Rollo's life was not simple at all. And every time he was handling power just because other people were giving him power, or he was following orders just because he was always instructed to be like this. And yeah, this is what happened. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned, because next Tuesday I come back with episode 15 of Code Geass Season 2. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.